All right, guys, check this out. The DYU delivery bike. Look at this. Look at this massive cargo space. I mean, you could put another person in this thing. It's so big. And both of these accessories you can buy for the C9. They bolt right in, and you can see that they fit really nice in with the trim. And this bike now goes from a person mover to a delivery bike. Today, I am going to show you the accessories that are options that you can buy for the DYU C9. So we're going to put these options are, give you a look at what it looks like, and give you an idea of the functionality of them. Now, so we have a front basket, we have a rear basket, and I believe we have an extra seat. So this is like a child seat. So we're going to put all these options on here and give you an idea what the DYU C9 looks like. Right, Dead Random back. As you can see, there are a lot of options for this bike. These are parts of the rear seat, and you can see that they did a lot of work trying to keep these things protected. That's a great idea. But that is the rear seat right there, and you have options about how this rear seat is added. There's also optional pegs. So somewhere in one of these boxes, there are pegs. If you have a toddler, this thing here, which is actually pretty cool, allows for a toddler to have his or her own handlebars. So that goes in right there, which is a really cool option. Along with that, that's not it. Along with that, in the rear seat, there is storage. So this acts as a storage box. It also acts as a rear backrest. So this is pretty cool. If you're worried about your child getting caught, in the spokes, these are guards to keep their legs or their clothes out of the wheel spokes. So this is pretty well thought out. There's no question. The one thing that I'm looking for in the pack, which is probably in this box, is my guess. Let me go ahead and open it up. Are the foot pegs. So this is actually can accommodate. Yeah, that's what's probably in here. We got foot pegs, and we have foot pegs, and then there's the pad for the rear seat. So this is like really well thought out. Very, very cool. And if you go into here, you have 2 foot pegs. So these foot pegs they're not quite pegs, they're pads. So that's kind of cool. And these pads will assemble right down here next to the kickstand. So there's already screws for all of these accessories. Here's the front basket. Now this is a pretty sturdy basket. This is made out of looks like some kind of metal alloy. Definitely hollow. But it has a lot of different mounting points. So, and really, you've got only a few options to put those on, but you can carry some pretty heavy objects in here. This is not light. This is made for somebody like a delivery driver. So let's get these on, and then we'll be right back. All right, Dad Random here. I've got the front basket assembled. Now, one of the interesting things you have to do is this light here, right here, interferes with the basket and the front wheel turning. So you need to disassemble or take off this front screw holding on your fender. And what I did was I flipped this little bracket, this little steel bracket right here. Let me see if I can give you a closer look at it. But this little bracket right here, I just flipped it over, and now I've got the light, instead of sticking way out front here, I have it pulled in a little bit. And then I looped this wire right here over the top. Now, the reason why I did that is so I can adjust the light down. All right, so that's how you install that basket, at least the best way I could see. But that is a good basket. That is very sturdy. All right, Dad Random and the DYU C9 front basket installation. Everything went pretty good. Basically put all 3 screws in, make sure you use the washers, and snug them down, and then move the light. And it works out pretty good. You're going to have to do a little bit of finagling depending on your preference, but I want the light inside. I don't want it sticking out where it can get hit or broke. The next accessory I want to install is the rear basket. Now, you have 2 choices. You could purchase a rear seat setup, but what I'm going to do is put on the rear cargo basket for delivery drivers. And it doesn't go the long way. It goes basically the short way. And there are three screws that hold this down. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy. All right, let's do it. All right, Dead Random back. To install the rear basket, you need a hex wrench, and you'll need a 10mm box wrench, okay? So the hex wrench you got with your bike kit, just use that universal kit, which is basically this one right here. And then you'll need to hold these locking nuts right here. So these will lock the nut in place, and you'll need a box wrench to hold those. All right. All right. Once you have all of the screws lined up, get the box wrench, hold at the bottom, and just snug them all up. All right, at this point, you can see that you have a lot of cargo space at this point. You know, there's a lot of good examples I can give you. Usually a delivery driver will carry a large delivery box of some sort, you know, one of those styrofoam or temperature control boxes, and perfect size for that. The front, you can carry all kinds of, you know, grocery bags, things like that. Anything that you want to just put in there. And that just shows you how much space you have to put in a package or to put multiple packages in. So this is a very large cargo space. So look at that. I mean, this bike now, is it foldable? It's now more functional. Okay, one of the things I was thinking about is, does that battery still come out now that this basket's in the way? Let's check that out. Let's see if that comes out. All right. One of the things you're seeing is that this basket now is in the way of the battery. So the way you'll have to take out the battery is you'll have to remove the seat, set it in the basket, basically, turn the key, and now pull out the battery. So that's how you're gonna have to do it. So you're gonna have to clear the seat, which is really, I mean, you saw how easy that was. So there it is right there. Battery's in, battery's out. Put the battery back, set it down, lock it in place, grab the seat, set the seat to your desired adjustment, and snug it down. A little bit more snug right there. So now we have a completely functional delivery vehicle, and looks great too. I think this looks great. The black, all the accessorized black. You got the lights still working. We still have collapsible or foldability. This thing will still break down, no problem. Pretty cool, isn't it? All right, Dead Random. DYU C9. All right, delivery bike. DYU C9 delivery bike. Yes. Put these accessories on, and you can make deliveries.